Hi, it's Mayan Cha with RVMax.us, and today we've got a 2015 Prevost H345 with 2 slides converted by Superior Coach. This bus has 6 bunks, it's a bath and a half floor plan, it's got about 375,000 miles on the clock, and it has been maintained very well. It's in excellent shape inside and out, as you're going to see here shortly, and it's definitely a very practically built coach while also feeling high-end and luxurious, especially for the passengers. So let's go dive right into it. The thing drives absolutely beautifully. We're gonna test drive it later, feel out the transmission, brakes, how does it handle, how does it feel, and we're gonna go through all that stuff today. It's not a perfect coach. It has a handful of little minor flaws, as any coach has. So let's go ahead and start at the front. This has that modern day Prevost H345 front and rear cap. The body styling is awesome on this thing. The headlights have built-in strobe effect. So you've got strobe lights actually down here and built on the rear of the coach. When you turn them on, they sit there and strobe and flash. And this bumper will drop down for more access up in there. Now the chrome mirrors are in excellent shape. They feel absolutely solid and dense. They're beautiful Ramcos with built-in indicator lights in them too, and the top hat. We do have a crack here on this window, which we will take care of that and have a new piece put in before this motor coach sells, or after, it doesn't matter. Let's come around the corner here. There's a couple little minor flaws here and there, cosmetic, all right? It's not a perfect coach, but overall the exterior, I would give it an 8.5 out of 10 pretty easily. That's me trying to be kind of conservative with it because the outside is gorgeous. Now this right here, we've got our windshield wiper fluid. We've got all the typical electronics that you're gonna see from Prevost bus. All the connectors are very beautifully labeled. Now all of the marker lights are LEDs. We've got a toll paying window here. And then here's that classic H345 45-degree angled glass piece window that's right here behind the cockpit. I love this styling that's gone into all of the fenders on this motor coach. We've got big 365 70 22.5 size tires, the fat boys. We've got date codes of 2022 on these tires, so fresh, good tires on the bus. And this right here is our first slide out. So this slide goes all the way down over here and up. Great slide. We've also got a very nice window. I love these windows. They actually slide open instead of only venting out. Depends on what you like. The vent out windows are nice too, but these actually completely open to get more airflow into the coach. Now right here, we've got sort of our electronics bay. We've got some breakers for big components in the coach. And then we've got a automatic transfer switch over there, simple, straightforward, with a built-in surge guard. The bus has 2 2,000-watt inverters, and the electronic system is quite fantastic. Everything is put on individual breakers at the front of the coach. Now right now we have these identifying graphics down there masked off. We can of course have that removed before it sells or before it goes to the new owner. Now right here, we've just got extra storage, and there's actually a cubby hole up here in the front of the coach. So you can see some of the wires and bits and bobs like that, but it's also just an extra cubby hole where you can store stuff. There's outlets up here in the top of this bay, and all of the storage compartments have these beautiful little stainless kick pieces on them, which protects the bus and looks a little more posh when you open up your storage compartments. All right, let's move on. I kind of did those bays a little bit out of place. A couple little minor scratches there, which have already been touched up. I actually haven't noticed those until just now. Now this coach has an AquaHot 450, but the AquaHot has been disconnected, and instead of having that unit for hot water, we've got this classic household water heater here, keeping things simple. And as you'd imagine, if you're ever on the road with this coach and the water heater breaks, that AquaHot, you've got to go find a place and you know, to service it, and you got to take it there and all this stuff, and they got to work on it and find parts and all this stuff. If this sucker goes bad and it's an important situation, the driver can take the bus to a Home Depot and swap this out in a few hours. So really nice having this, much more practical. And anyways, yeah, it's a nice setup here. You've got valves up top, an outside faucet here, blower fan and radiator setup for the generator, which is on the other side of this compartment here. You gotta love the overbuilt compartment doors on a Prevost bus. Now this bus door opens up very stylishly. There's the aqua hot unit, and then you've also got individual shutoff valves for everything in the coach, which is very convenient. Again, you run into one leak, you can shut off that individual area and not have to turn the water off completely in the coach, which makes you useless. Got a nice little accumulator here, which delivers water pressure much smoother and lets the pump run less and makes less noise. And then over here, just going to open this up, you've got your diesel fuel tank and your DEF tank. Now this has a 230-gallon fuel tank, dual fillable. And right here we've got all of the components for our bus air system. The bus air works brilliantly on this coach, and it absolutely will freeze you in there and provide plenty of heat. So very nice that we've got bus air on the coach. You've also got water fill from here, and you can connect to city water pressure here. Now we've got our dually and tag tires here. The tag tires have dates of 48 of 18. They were put on in late 19, might have been 2020. So still good tires. They're probably moved from the front of axle of the coach and put on the back. The rest of the tires are 2022 date codes. So all good tires. You're not going to have to worry about them at all for at least another couple of years. Paint job is amazing. We've got a second slide back here in the master bedroom. Now we've got our rear strobe lights right here. We've got big, beautiful LED taillights here. And let's go ahead and open this up. Now this has a 20,000-pound tow capacity on it, which is absolutely massive. So this has the 12.8 Volvo D13. This is the new standard. It's making 500 horsepower. And it is mated to a big Allison 6-speed transmission. These are made to go a very long way. The access to them is incredible. It's made to be worked on. There's even a huge hook on this engine, so you can easily pull it out. It's made to be rebuilt if that needs to be done, if you get to all the miles that this thing can do. These chassis can do millions of miles, so as you imagine, every once in a while you'd rebuild the engine. This engine pulls beautifully. It runs very strong. Overall, this bus is a coach that you can come, grab, and use. All right, it's not perfect, but it's something that's in nice working condition. Belts are good, no dry rots on them at all. Big side radiator fan over there on the left. Exhaust is out the roof of this motor coach. And then we do have our big bus air unit right here. Now this has a total of 3 alternators, and it does have a capability of merging alternators. So it's got an alternator dedicated to the house batteries, and then it's got alternators dedicated for the engine batteries. And what you can do is merge those alternators. But you also have the classic battery merge, so you can click a button. It's not a toggle switch you're gonna have to tape down on if you're in an emergency situation, and it will merge battery banks for either a jump or if you just need to keep it that way. So very nice setup with the alternator merge switch and the battery merge switch. Battery merge switch is more common. The alternator merge switch is a very nice added practical feature on this particular Superior coach. There's also rear start back here, and there's an air valve release for the belts, so you can easily change the belts without having to do extra work pretty much. And then there's a nice schematic here too of how the belts go, which is quite convenient to have right here. Now this is just the extra access to the side of the engine. We've got our air intake here, and then you've also got a gray tank for the rear master shower here with 2 different types of drains and an overflow on it, so you can't fill it to the point where it's just gonna end up in your shower. Very well thought out. We do have an easy to use block heater. You can just plug in here with an outlet. Right here is just electronics and control boards for the motor and transmission. Beautiful styling. The paint is absolutely stunning. It's excellent condition. We've got the whole box awning package on the rooftop of this coach, so it's got that big tall look to it, and it just fills it all out. It's all painted to match the paintwork. Beautiful styling around these fenders. Wheels are in excellent condition. And on this side, we've got a bunch of bus style doors since we don't have slide outs. Now here we've got our massive 86-gallon holding tank. So this is going to hold your gray and black from the front of the coach. And as you can imagine, 86 gallons for gray and black, not including the master shower, since the master shower has its own tank. This is a solid size. There's also another tank on the other side of that, which is the freshwater holding tank. I also like this whole aluminum structure that's been built here, not only to hold in the tanks, but it also has these little racks here to give you some extra storage. Now right back there is the steam unit for the steam shower, and then the bladder for the toilets. You need that pressure reserve there. And then you've got also water tank fill and city water pressure connections here. We have the same deal here with the overflow, quite thoughtful with that. Easy to use valve here, so you can dump this with the push of a button. You can also come here and manually pull it. I'm just going to drop this down, close it up. Right here we've got additional storage and additional, well, not additional storage, you've got an additional location to fill your fuel tank from here. This is the main condenser for our big bus air system, beautifully finished and painted. And then more LED marker lights. And here we've got our generator. So this has a Kubota generator here. It's manufactured by Marathon, which has been used for a long time in these high-end motor coaches. It is a 24 kilowatt with only 2,500 hours on it. It runs great, and that's pretty low hours for a coach like this. It's turbocharged 4-cylinder. We've got 4 8D sized batteries over there. We've got a dedicated battery for the generator, and we have a nice cutoff for the house batteries. This generator is also on a slide tray, so it can come out for easy access to service. Now these next two compartments are storage. There's a lot of storage on this bus, which is obviously a must on something like this. Big storage here, big storage here. And then again, we've got that cubby hole up over here where you can add extra stuff. There's some emergency reflectors, there's a big floor mat here, and yeah, you just got that extra cubby hole. So nice setup. There's 2 fire extinguishers here, there's outlets in these compartments, there's LED lights in these compartments. Again, with the stainless lip here, just overall a great amount of storage space. Just gonna close these down. And I have to say, I haven't seen any cracked lower compartments. Normally that's a problem with these H345s, is these cracked lower compartments, and I have not seen any on it. So that is quite impressive. So that is the exterior walkthrough of this coach. It's absolutely beautiful on the outside. Like I said, I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10 condition-wise. It's super clean. Let's look at what this is like with the slides closed. So right now, by the way, we do have the door code for this door. You can lock it keylessly. The entrance steps have accent LEDs everywhere. And the cockpit is shut off from the rest of the coach via this pocket door right here. So this is slides closed travel space in the bus. It is obviously plenty of space to be comfortable, to live in here. You've got your refrigerator, you've got your half bath up front, your bunks. The bunks are all ventilated super well with bus air. So people are sleeping back here. They have the option to open up that vent and just get blasted with air, which I would imagine would be perfect to put you to sleep. They've got these thick curtains on the bunks. And here is our master bedroom. You shut that pocket door off right here, or it's actually not even a pocket door, that's a real door, a thick door. And then you've got your half bath, you've got plenty of walk around space, full bed, window, TVs, shower, access to do everything in here that you need to do while on the road traveling and getting to that next location. Okay, let's open the slides up and show you that. All right, we've got the slides open now, and this coach has plenty of space in here. We've got this beautiful tile flooring front to back, which is super easy to keep clean. You've also got tile flooring up here on the slide out, and this huge J couch here where you can sit, hang out, entertain, have a lot of people sitting here. The leather condition looks nice, good style, good color choice. We've got storage up above me here. We've got dimmable lights everywhere around here. We've got our dinette table, and I'm 5'11", and I'm almost standing up totally straight here. I can't stand up totally straight, but close. Then you've got this nice little dinette table. I like the fact that the cup holders are actually built in. This coach is made to be used while driving down the road, as you would imagine. So nice setup here, slick looking. We've got day and night privacy shades here, so you just bring these down like that. Bring that down there. There you go. You're blacked out. No problem. Outlets back here with USBs. Outlets with USBs over there. Those are kind of everywhere throughout the coach. Outlets with USBs. Love this little cubby hole. There's a Sony TV flat screen right behind me. Upholstery on the headliner of the slide looks great. In fact, all the upholstery on the headliner is in excellent condition. And the tile looks great too. Now over here we've got our household LG refrigerator. Large, extra little countertop over here. Tile built into the wall just to give you that extra luxury feel on the coach. And then across over here we've got our half bath. This is the forward half bath, porcelain push button toilet here. Good bit of storage up on the top, dimmable lights, beautiful wood bowl, beautiful designer faucet. Just a very nice half bath. It's so luxurious to look at. There's also outlets in there, so you can plug in any device you need. Now over here is our kitchen, and thankfully this coach does have an induction stovetop, so if you need to cook, you certainly can do that. Love the backsplash here. It's beautiful. Control for the ceiling lights. So these ceiling lights, you can actually have them change colors. You can set whatever color you want using this little pinwheel here, which is super cool. I'm going to go ahead and set them to blue. Why not? I love the accent lights built into the countertop. They're beautiful. Got this nice stainless polished sink. It's in great shape. Pot cleaner stove or pot cleaner faucet here. Cool backsplash that matches the ceiling liner. LED backlights in this little backsplash piece, which just looks high end. We've got our Sony surround sound system up front. DirecTV unit. LED wall lights. Nice recliner right there. And then you've got this chair or little mini couch thing right here. More accent lights built into the Corian, accent lights built into the cup holder. Really elegantly designed, unique little table here with a non-uniform shape to it that looks super cool. Big flat screen Sony TV right behind me. I love the window treatment. This is all covered in leather all around the windows that matches the leather on the couches. Looks quite nice. Now back here is the door. That's where the cockpit is. So blocked off nice. We've got another tiled wall here, which is quite interesting that they did that. It just looks pretty high end and adds to the whole environment. Now the headliner has these kind of distressed looking leather pieces that cover the intakes and output vents of all of the rooftop air conditioners. Now of course there's storage with automatic LED lights in there. You've got a pull-out drawer here with a ton of storage on the side, underneath, and up top. Then you got these super big, deep drawers here. A little skinnier one and then a deeper one down there. Now this one has a huge trash can on it. You can do whatever you like with that if you don't want the trash can there. We've got a microwave convection oven over there. And that's the front. There's a couple little cubby holes of storage. There's outlets under the table. But that's kind of covering the most, all of the things in this front living space entertainment room. Now this is our 6 bunks. Now you've got doors that lock themselves in place either way, so you can easily close off this room. And these are thick doors. They're really made to be properly insulated from noise from the rest of the coach. When you close these 2 doors off, because there's one right here too, it becomes like this. You can notice the echo go away. It gets quiet in here. And that's because of some design elements that they put a lot of thought in. First of all, these doors are extremely thick and heavy. Second of all, you've got these extra wood pieces or extra pieces up top here to seal off the top completely. And the bottom parts of the doors go very, very close to the floor there. So way down there. And a lot of times you can't do that really close because coaches flex and do all this stuff that the Prevost doesn't do as much. So you can get away with doing that. That's really nice. You also have mirrors here too. So let me go and put these back. So these 6 bunks here, you've got 3 on the right. They're all ventilated with their own vents that you can shut off and on, USB outlets in them, LED lights in them, and then these leather pieces around, just making them feel quite nice. You've got thick privacy curtains here, which is quite nice. Kind of gives you good noise insulation in addition to blacking out the bunk. So great setup for bunks. And there is an emergency hatch right above me here. Quite convenient to have. You know, if you ever get in a wreck or something, you can easily get out the top of the coach. All right, let's go ahead. And by the way, these lights are dimmable here. So you can dim them all the way down if you'd like, which is perfect. There's also nice underlights underneath here. So perfect toe kick lights. Somebody needs to get up in the middle of the night. They're not going to be able to see. In this case, they're going to be able to see without having to turn the lights on and blind everybody. All right, here's the master suite. Yes. Oh, and I don't have the accent lights on. Let me turn those puppies on. Check those out. You can have them do that, which is my favorite thing to do with them, have them sit there and change colors. So this right here is a nice queen bed. We've got beautiful accent lights underneath it. There's this really cool leather headboard here. And the countertop over here is huge. Very big countertop, outlets with USBs, little small TV in the corner. I like the added window on the side of the slide, in addition to the big window that's right by the bed. What a great way to wake up. And I love the fact that the lip there, this is so high up, you're not worried about privacy. You can have that open, or you can just have the day shade down. Dimmable lights again. Leather headliner looks fantastic in here. All the fabrics look great. We've got those accent lights happening again. We've got our toilet room right here. So hold on, first of all, this door will shut, so it'll give you an idea of the master suite. It's huge. It's a really big master suite. Got our half bath, which is just like the half bath in the front. Wood bowl, designer faucet, storage up top, outlets with USBs, push button toilet. Just a nice looking toilet room. This one actually has a little bit more space than the other one. And it has this nice little tile wall here too, which is super cool. Look at that. It's a nice feeling bathroom. I love these designer faucets. They're super cool. Now over here we have storage. It's a wardrobe here, slide buttons up in there, and the control system for the electronics. You've got a ventilation fan back there for some of the electronics. There's a deep drawer down below here. There's actually a ton of storage space back in the bedroom. You've got it everywhere. You've got it here, you've got it all under here, and all of these have these beautiful LED lights up underneath. You've got that accent light built into the Corian here, USBs with regular outlets. You've got a big Sony TV in between these nice accent pieces that are lit up with LEDs behind them that look really slick. Window on the other side, more of that leather piecing that goes around the windows, and then a nice dedicated vanity setup. Vanity's clean. You've got little under storage here. You could turn this into a desk if you'd like. More storage over there to the right. You've got a little surround sound system in here, extra speakers for just the bedroom. And back here behind me is a steam shower. So this steam shower is pretty big, as you can see. I'm 5'11". It's not absolutely massive. I mean, they're trying to put a lot of other things in this interior, but it's plenty of space for me, and it feels very posh. With all the accent lights, like these accent lights built into the soap holders, that looks really slick. This extra countertop here is super nice, especially if you have a lot of products, or if your guests do, which I'd imagine a lot of people would. You got these accent lights built in there that just looks epic. LED lights up in the top. It's extremely well lit. Like I said, this feels so posh. It's out of this world. And it is a steam shower too. You've got a steam emitter down on the bottom. And also, I quite like this design too. Check out the way the bottom Corian is actually pushed up. What that means is even if you're in like an unlevel position, which invariably you are going to be, the water is going to run off in that little channel that surrounds the platform. So never will a guest or will you be putting your feet in standing water because the coach is unlevel and it's puddling. Now let's go ahead and close this off. Beautiful, absolutely stunning shower. Now over here we've got this whole cubby hole of storage. Wardrobe here. You've got a drawer down below. You've got more storage right here. And then you've got more storage right here. And this is like a display shelf actually. More than anything else, but you can also just use it as storage with these little designer pieces in it. So that is the master suite. Beautiful tile flooring back here everywhere. There's all these accent lights up underneath it. You've got a full length body mirror here in addition to the vanity mirror. Let's open it up and keep rolling. 6 bunks. These doors just click and stay out of the way. Huge front end cabin space where you can entertain a lot of people and just have a great good old time. So that's the interior of this absolutely beautiful 2015 Superior coach. As you can see, it's in good shape. There's a couple little nitpicky flaws that I didn't point out. I'm just saying that because it's hard for me to absolutely see everything, but these coaches aren't perfect. Even new ones aren't perfect. Everybody knows that. But anyways, interior is nice. I would say it's very clean. It smells good. Let's go check out this cockpit that's behind that closed door, and then we're gonna go drive it. All right, here is the cockpit. So we've got these beautiful underlights under all these steps, which is kind of practical too. The whole cockpit is totally blacked out. So right now in the camera, it actually looks a little brighter than it actually is in here. This makes it so much easier to drive this coach, so much more comfortable and less fatiguing. The fact that this is all blacked out in this cockpit room. A nice pocket door there. We've got the buddy seat, which is in great condition. No foggy windows. Storage back here. Storage up top. Storage up top there. And there's more storage over there. I'm not going to make you dizzy here. You get the point. Inverter control. Breakers to control everything in the coach. You can check the voltage on your different sets of batteries here. As you can see, all the lights are on individual breakers. And then you've got the dump controls. You've got thermostat for this front air conditioning zone. You've got your emergency brake, your tag dump, leveling, cargo bay lock and unlock. This air seat works beautifully, works absolutely beautifully. This is the engine idling right now. We hit fast idle. Coach runs very, very well. We've got docking lights, dimmers on the docking lights, headlights. This little feller doesn't come on, no big deal. Your cruise controls here. Your control for these blackout shades or sunshades is right here. Very easy to use. Both of them are on the steering wheel. And you also have your exhaust brake on your steering wheel. So this has a dual stage exhaust brake. Use it using those 2 or those 3 switches right there. Bluetooth head unit. Bus air works beautifully, blows ice. It works through this thermostat control right there. And then you've got your dash air conditioning and all that right here. This is how you turn your battery merge on, your alternator merge on, your strobe light. You've got more storage down below. You've got this mat down here to protect the bottom part, just gives you a little grip. There's also really nice lighting, so you just hit this switch right here and then all of these lights turn on. Now in the video it showed some flickering, but you know, that's just due to the frame rate difference. So that is the cockpit. Absolutely beautiful cockpit, and I love the fact that it's all blacked out too. Yeah, it's a good setup. All right, let's go drive this feller. All right, we have been chilling on the highway, and the coach is unbelievably smooth. It's a Prevost bus, so this is exactly what you'd expect. There's a lot of power to this engine, which is fantastic. You wouldn't, I almost wasn't expecting it because the previous generation Prevost have the 14-liter Series 60. This has the 12.8 Volvo, and it's got plenty of power. Air seat works brilliantly. It drives dead straight. Engine noise suppression is better than the older Prevost buses, which is mind-boggling how they could have gotten better with it. It's got a dual-stage exhaust brake, which is stronger than the old exhaust brakes on these coaches. And I can engage it through the steering wheel. So I just selected the higher. It's got a low and high. And now we're coming into this red light here. Brakes feel fantastic. There's also not as much sway, I would say, as the older Prevost buses. All right, we are entering back onto the highway here. And a huge thing I really like about this cockpit is the fact that everything up here is black. It makes looking out of the coach much easier. The cockpit is not nearly as distracting. It's just a beautiful driving machine. And now I'm gonna get on the full power here. This coach is programmed to shift efficiently while still providing you with plenty of power. And it's so unbelievably smooth. How is it already in 5th gear? It's in 5th gear, revving 1200 RPM, max boost. What a fantastic engine. It keeps it revving relatively low. We're already in 6th gear right now, just to be more fuel efficient. We've got cruise control here, which works beautifully. Wow, what a dream to drive this motor coach. It's absolutely brilliant. And the main thing you want to hear here, because everybody knows that Prevost buses are the standard. They are the best handling and driving buses you can possibly buy. So me sitting here and preaching about how good it drives really doesn't do you any justice. But what you do want to hear is the fact that the transmission shifts perfectly. The power from the engine is delivered perfectly. It's got a great suspension setup that doesn't feel loose. It feels tight. It drives perfectly true and straight. Steering wheel feels great at all angles. You turn the wheel to the right all the way, turn the wheel to the left all the way. Feels smooth. The brakes feel perfect. It brakes dead straight. They feel powerful. They feel like your typical Prevost disc brakes all around. Exhaust brake performs perfectly. The driving experience on this bus is a 10 out of 10. I rarely ever say 10 out of 10, but this is a 10 out of 10. It's beautiful. It will serve you very well. And they've made these coaches even better over the years as far as reliability and working on them. We see that throughout this coach, which is kind of a beautiful marriage because the Prevost bus shell is practical. It's made for millions of miles. It's made to be worked on. And the Superior coach build has the same fundamental core principles to an extent. Easy to work on, long-term use. So overall, this is an absolute dream to drive as an enthusiast of coaches, of motor coaches. And from the practical perspective, it is a very, very, very sound foundation and Prevost bus. So yeah, this is a really well taken care of coach, and it will serve you very well while making you look top notch. Thank you so much for watching. We quite enjoyed it today. I hope you did as well, and we will catch you all on the next one.